You'll remember Mike from last time. Let's kill him. A quick recap. The Last of Us. The cordyceps fungus got tired of infecting ants, saw humans and thought, they look tasty, I'm having some of that. It then jumped to humans and the world went to pot. Last time I went over the many horrible stages of infection and our test subject Mike not so gladly demonstrated them for us. Today, we're going to put him out of his misery. Once Mike's infected, he's on borrowed time. Let's sit him down, put the kettle on, and discuss his options with him. If you are a compassionate person, you could offer him a gun, or a tall building to jump from, or you could just offer him the slow hell that is becoming an infected. Alternatively, to save both him and the world the trouble of dealing with the infection, you could just put a bullet in his head right there and then. Okay, so we're past the point of putting the kettle on, grabbing a biscuit and having a chat now. You're going to have to get your hands dirty. Fortunately, while Mike is now hellbent on giving you the worst love bite ever, he is still just a human. Your mission here is to kill Mike while not dying or getting bitten in the process. He is quick, so range is your best friend here. Throwing knives, bow and arrows, guns, bricks, molotovs, all that good stuff. You want to keep as much distance between Mike and yourself as possible. If he gets too close, and you have to resort to close quarters fighting, your odds drop dramatically. Punch, kick, stab, bash, claw, strangle the fucker. Just do not let him bite you. I say again, stay away from the teeth. Watch those hands as well, because they're going to be trying to grab and hit you too. If you come up against Mike while he's going through his stalker phase, you are already at a big disadvantage, because you aren't going to even know he is there. For your best chances, firstly, pin back your lugholes and listen for croaking sounds. Listen for raspy breathing. Keep an eye out for things that don't look right. Is that a fungal bulge peeking out from behind that door or that wall? You're going to have to fall back on some pretty primitive evolutionary abilities here. What is wrong with this picture? What looks wrong? And I've just realised how fucking stupid that sounds in a post-apocalyptic world. Most things look wrong. Mike is still vulnerable to all the things he was as a runner, but you're most likely going to be forced into close quarters fighting here, and he will have the upper hand unless you can get the jump on him first. You're going to need a shotgun for that spread and stopping power, or maybe an axe or even a sword. You're going to need to deal a lot of damage in a very small amount of time, because unless you've managed to sneak up on him, he's going to be on you in a second or two as soon as he breaks cover. To make matters worse, he will likely have some other infected buddies with him. Stealth. Stealth all the way. Shut up, mind your surroundings, and just excuse yourself from the situation in a calm and dignified manner. Mike cannot see you, but you can bet your last ration card that he can hear you. He is better protected now, and he is a lot more aggressive. If you mess up stealth and you're forced into a fight, aim the business end of a shotgun at his face and fire. Handguns won't do shit against that cranial fungal growth. Aim for the heart, or maybe the spine or the knees to get him on the ground. Remember that quote from World War Z? What was it? The spine is divine, but the knees, they work just fine. Good quote. If you've got the jump on him and want a quieter way to kill him, slash his throat or harness your inner Joel and bash the fucker's head in with a brick. Fireworks a treat too. That fungal stuff is very flammable. Personally, I wouldn't risk it though. You are very much now entering the fuck around and find out territory. If you can avoid Mike, avoid him. Oh dear, you are up shit creek without a paddle here, my friend. Let's start with the bloater. Unless you've got a shotgun or some molotovs or a flamethrower, just take a seat, think happy thoughts, and wait for death, because you have very little chance of surviving. If you can, just run away. Even if you have the weapons, it's going to take a lot of resources to bring down Mike at this point. It's best that you just respect his turf, accept he is the alpha, and run away. However, if you are forced into a situation where you have no other choice, unleash hell. Set Mike on fire as quickly as you can, throw a Molotov in his face. Once that fungal growth has started to burn and he's lost some of that armor, get some shells on him quick. Don't bother with center mass here, there is too much armor, go for the knees and the head. Mike still has a mouth, so there's your weak spot. See if you can get some bullets to the back of his mouth, and you might just sever the spinal cord. And I can't impress upon you enough the following sentence. Keep the bloater at a distance. Mike can move a lot faster than you would expect for a creature of his size, and if he gets a hold of you, then it's all over. Now, Shamblers, Mike is a lot weaker here, but he has a new perk, a built-in explosive acidic suicide vest. Don't let him near you. You will see from this lovely graph that I have made that the distance one finds themselves from Mike as a Shambler is relative to the amount of fucked one is. He has practically no armor, so go nuts with any ranged weapons you have, but again, don't let him near you. Once he dies, he will explode into an acidic cloud of death, so just don't be anywhere near him at any time. Alright, let's keep it real here. It is very unlikely you're going to encounter a Rat King infected class, and if you did, then you are frankly fucking around in a place that you should not be, so you kind of brought this one on yourself. Mike's a bullet sponge by this point, and if you do manage to deal enough damage that he begins to feel a bit ticked off, he can just dislodge one of the other infected stuck to his arse to hunt you down as well. So you're going to have to deal with multiple top tier enemies, most likely a claustrophobic environment, and manage your resources. To deal with Mike here, it's much the same as a bloater. Throw everything you have at him, but to be honest, your odds are next to nothing. You'd be better off spraying the thing with holy water, unless you've got a minigun and some napalm handy. And that is how you fight the Last of Us infected. Shout out to Afri Interactive, Ryan Brenner, Techno Ninja, GFHD, Infinite Tune, Kamana, Viger, and Andre Bachot. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all soon, and take care.